Happy New Year, you guys. This is a sit down, unedited talk with me. So grab a drink because, not to sound clickbaity, but my partner and I manifested brand new life. The beginning of 2022, we were on food stamps. We were living in an apartment that didn't have walls. They knocked down some of the walls because of the Texas freeze. And they're too cheap to fix it. I was working for a very toxic work environment. I had a 400 credit score. What else? Oh, I was actually overweight. Technically, I wasn't really overweight, but technically speaking, overweight for the first time in my life. And you know why that was? It's because I was eating ice cream. I was eating ice cream and Whataburger every night in order to fall asleep. I needed to eat ice cream and Whataburger. So now I know what it takes. Now I know what it takes for me to bulk up. Oh yeah, I wasn't dancing at all. Did I mention my family member didn't want my partner and I to be together because I'm Igbo, partner's Caribbean, and it's customary in my culture to marry within your tribe. So I was not speaking to that family member. And it has all now changed. We went from food stamps to Uber Eats. We went from not talking to that family member to now that family member has given their blessing. They're helping us plan all of the wedding, the ceremony, the Igbo traditional, everything for this year. We went from an apartment with no walls to owning our own home. Oh my gosh, our cars were always breaking down. Our cars were so bad. And we have new cars. My mental health. Like I used to not be able to get out of bed. And now I actually work out. I go to Orange Theory Fitness, which I never could do before. I was almost 190 pounds. I'm now 160. I stopped eating the ice cream and Whataburger. Credit score improved. Literally everything in life has changed. I actually hanging out with friends. Oh my gosh. We were not hanging out with friends at all. Now I actually have friends. I didn't have any friends. I mean, I had friends, but they were just very close friends, and I never would see them. And now I'm seeing them all the time, it feels like. Literally, we have manifested a different life. That term manifest, it gives me I cringe a little bit, but I know that's the term people like to use these days. So here's another thing. I think this really helped me with this transformation. And then I'm going to talk about my goals for this year. Mind you, do you remember, if you've been following my channel, remember in 2021 where I said I cannot fathom writing down goals? And then beginning of 2022, I tried and I just couldn't write down the goals. And what I've learned this past year is I don't care about gurus anymore. I no longer, not to say that I won't listen to tips and tricks or, read a good self-help book, but I no longer am seeking the guidance. I no longer have this need inside of me to like find somebody who will tell me what to do, what to think, like how to navigate my life, how do I do it. I no longer, because all of that stuff, back when I used to be really into that stuff and I would do that stuff, it never worked for me. It never worked for me. For example, I used to be really into, I think it's Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And I would do the thing where like you write your definite main purpose statement and you say it out loud and you say it with emotion, because it's scientifically proven that if you recite your goals out loud every day with emotion and feeling, you are 60% more likely to achieve your goals than people who don't, blah, blah, blah. I was so into that. And when I would do that, I would actually do that, like chant my goals, put emotion into it and passion. What it actually made me do is it made me believe my goals less and less, and it made me fall even deeper into the sadness, depression. It literally did the opposite for me. And I'm starting to realize, like, these people, I was drawn to these people, especially when I was younger. I was drawn to them because they had this sense of certainty. I wanted that certainty. And I was looking everywhere for it. I would go to like my different friends' church. I would go to different churches, different, religions. I had a friend, they had this Hindu temple they would go to. I would go to the Hindu temple. I was reading all the self-help books. I was scrounging some money together to go to the seminars, to go to the Tony Robbins, and just all of this stuff. And they would make me feel good in the moment, but nothing was everlasting. Until I realized a lot of these people that I was looking up to don't actually have it figured out. They don't. And just because they're claiming something worked for them doesn't mean it will work for me. And it's okay. I used to explain it to myself as, well, Udo, you're neurodivergent. So that's why it's okay that it didn't work for you. But I honestly just feel like now, it doesn't matter. Everybody has their own life, their own journey they're going on, their own personality and energy that with which they're doing it, right? Like, people like to dismiss influencers, their careers. They'll say things like anybody with a camera, just put on it, and you just turn on your camera, you can become a millionaire. Actually, no, you can't. It's not everybody who can do that. Like, anybody can do that and anybody could be successful, but it's not just anybody and everybody who can and will. Because it's just different. You have a different way of doing things. Like, the person who loves doing collaborations and flying out to events and they're a little bit more gregarious, like, that person, when they give the advice of just put yourself out there, how that kind of person puts themselves out there will probably yield more results than the introvert who doesn't like doing all of that and they barely even like posting, and they put themselves out there and they're not going to get the same results. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to say, because everybody is different in some kind of way and they're interacting with different people in different circumstances, the manifestation advice that works for so-and-so doesn't mean it's going to work for another so-and-so. And I just fully understood that this past year. I think exposing a lot of these scammers helps. When I realized, a lot of people that I looked up to, not necessarily that I was like taking their advice or something like that, but I looked up to them. I thought, that's great that you're trying to provide value to people, only to realize you're not really providing value. You're scamming, or you're manipulating. You have an ulterior motive. You're not being forthright and honest, and you're not giving usable advice. So this past year, I've also been really into listening to scammers. One of my favorite podcasts is called Scamfluencers. Really, really into scammers and people who, maybe it's not a cult, but it's, some unethical stuff is going on there. Maybe it's not entirely a scam. Like maybe you have enough verbiage on your website that you can get away with saying you're not a scam, but let's be real, you're a scam. I've just been looking into those kind of stuff. I've been watching movies and documentaries and TV shows about scammers. I think I made a video a couple of weeks ago, kind of talking about, these series and docu-series about scammers. And I've been watching them because it's reinforcing to me warning signs and red flags that I didn't know was there before. This year was the year that I realized hustle culture. I mean, I was in 2021, I didn't like hustle culture, but now I'm pretty definite. I'm pretty self-assured. Some of the things that I admired in hustle culture are actually signs of mental health issue, right? For example, I used to admire a Will Smith quote where when he was younger, he would talk about how he's going to be the best or die trying. If there's a contest that we're on the treadmill, whoever wins, whoever outruns the other wins. I'm running so hard that I beat you or I'm dead. That's it. I used to admire this type of mentality. And now I know, now that's actually a sign of an issue. That's actually a problem. That's actually an issue. And what's kind of funny is Will Smith came to that realization himself. He came to that realization himself that like what he thought was like just really ambitious, hardworking, actually is a sign of an underlying issue. And it's actually not something to be celebrating. I think that's the other thing that helped me a lot this year. Been paying more attention to the journeys of these people that I looked up to. Gabrielle Bernstein is another example. She's a self-help writer, and I used to eat her stuff up like it's my Bible. And her stuff just never really worked for me. It just never really worked for me. I liked reading it. It made me feel hopeful and warm and fuzzy, but it didn't honestly actually help me. It just provided me a mindset that allowed me to hold on to hope a little longer, but it didn't actually help me day to day in any kind of way. And watching her, because I've made that realization that, this stuff is not actually helping me, I was able to kind of remove myself and just watch more objectively. And I watched how she got pregnant and then she had postpartum depression. And for the first time, she had to acknowledge that it was wrong of her to ever insinuate that meditation can cure your depression or, solve the miracle, create miracles in your life to make that issue go away. She realized that actually mental health is a real thing, and sometimes people need medication. She calls it the medicated journey. She says that she took the medicated path. Gotta make it sound so esoteric. But just watching her evolution, watching all of these people that I looked up to that I thought they had the answers, and I would listen to them and watch them religiously because I just needed that guidance so bad. I wanted an older sister so bad. Oh my God, all of my life. Since I was young, I wanted an older sister. I wished so bad I had an older sister. And so these people were like my older siblings by proxy, and watching their journey made me realize I just wanted somebody to tell me it was going to be okay. I just needed somebody who had more certainty than me to tell me I was okay. And now, after all that I went through in 2022, I now feel that in myself. Like, I don't know if it's just growing up, maturing, seeing the flaws and the faults of these people, seeing how they are still figuring things out for themselves. I don't know if it's, accepting that the shit didn't work for me. Is it accepting that? Is it, whatever it is it, seeing all the scammers, seeing how easy it is for people to fall into scams and high control groups, and how some people, you gotta keep an eye on them because they might be trying to manipulate you. I don't know if it's just a combination of all of that, but this year has led me to feel that certainty that I've been looking for my whole life. I was going to different friends' churches and different religions trying to find that sense of certainty. I now just feel it myself, just instinctually. I feel that certainty that I've always wanted. I feel it myself. So, let's see. If I could give the past version of me, the advice, like what was it that made this year be such a huge 180 for me and my partner? I think I would tell my past self, one, I did it with my partner. And I met him because I would give myself props. I met the man of my dreams, and together we were able to do this. So I would tell myself to trust myself. No, I think that's just legit the advice. Literally, trust yourself. I'll tell myself, you're an intuitive person. You're intuitive, and you're very smart and logical and forward thinking. And you know how to have balance. Look, every now and then, we all get into a little manic phase where, we want to buy everything off of Amazon, child. But for the most part, I would tell myself, you know how to balance. You know how to do this balance of what you want coupled with how does that pan out in the future. You know how to do that balance. You know how to weigh those risks, right? Before I met my partner, I wanted Disney love. I wanted the kind of love that I kept hearing over and over again. It doesn't exist. It's not real. You can't be head over heels forever and whatever. It's just lust or whatever. I just kept hearing that the kind of love that I wanted wasn't real, even though, though it's rare, but I did see it. There was older women in my life that I would see how they interact with their husbands and how their husbands interact with them. And I'm like, that's what I want. Y'all are still in love. I wanted that. There are certain families that I would see how they interact. And mind you, you don't know what's behind closed doors. But what I do know is I felt that's the intuitive part as well. The energy I was feeling was an energy I wanted. And I asked those people basically asking them questions to see, is what you have what I want? And they let me know it's real. And I was willing to just remain single. I just was tired of the BS. I was tired of, I don't know, I was just tired of dating. I was tired. I knew I had to put myself out there to, to meet the guy. So I would just go on dates with guys or talk to guys. There were some guys I just felt like, I don't know if we're vibing enough to go on a date, like I'm not gonna waste your time and money. I'm not vibing with you enough to go on a date. But there were guys I was like, you know what, let me give you a chance. And I would do this casually. I would let them know that I'm looking for Mr. Right. And until I find him, I am incredibly casual with AKA, just because I went on a date with you, that does not mean we are now a thing. Actually, I think, this is just my theory, I think men respect this in dating. I think they do. I think it allows the men that I was interacting with, it allows them to make a more sound decision. Do you want to go on a second date with me knowing that I'm not sure about you at all, and there's other guys asking to go on dates with me, and I'm not saying no to them for you? Yeah, it just made the it just felt like, okay, let's think about this. It felt like we can actually think about things. The men were way more honest with me, very honest. The more upfront I was, the more upfront and vulnerable they would be. So, that allowed me to eventually meet my partner, where it was just undeniable. It was undeniable. And I didn't feel like, I did wonder, am I just crazy? But I had interacted with enough men to just know for certain, I am actually feeling this. This is a feeling. I'm not making up this feeling in my head. I am feeling this. And yeah, it just allowed me to meet the right guy. And every step of the way I was questioning myself, but I don't know, I just feel like there's something intuitive about me that I should trust my decisions. And that's what I would tell my past self. I would tell my past self, like, trust your decisions. Because that toxic work environment that we left, had I trusted what I was feeling, I don't know how to describe it. It's like I'm feeling things and thinking at the same time, and they kind of mesh together. And whenever they kind of conflict, I think about the risk. I think about the cons. Is it worth dealing with the cons, potentially, to enjoy this feeling? And sometimes the answer is yes, baby. YOLO. You get what I'm saying? But, yeah, if I had trusted my intuition, that horrible place we were working for, I don't know, things would have been different. But yeah, once we left that place, I don't think I could do anything better. I focused on my mental health. I started following my intuition more. I was following my intuition. I was seeking therapy for the anxiety. And there's certain insecurities that I have. Like, I'm very insecure about, I'm not a people pleaser, and that makes me, I'm insecure about not being a people pleaser. Okay? I am not a people pleaser, and that makes me feel insecure. And it shows up everywhere, especially in the workplace. And this year has shown me that, you're not a people pleaser, that's in this act one, is a good thing. Two, you're way too hard on yourself. You are way too hard on yourself. I just got a text from this one girl. Okay. I met her through a mutual friend, and I just love this girl. Want to be friends with her. And we were hanging out one night, and then I never heard from her again. Right? And I was just thinking about her because I wanted to give her to save the date, and she didn't reply. And I just felt like, oh my God, did I do something? Oh my God, I can't believe. I think this is maybe the rejection sensitivity that we have as AD. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I have really, really bad rejection sensitivity. That's why I'm insecure about not being a people pleaser. And I just was like, oh my God, this girl, I did something. Maybe she's upset because she, you know, like she took us all out to this one place, and she paid for it. And I'm like, maybe she's upset that they didn't pitch in. You know, I didn't see anybody else pitch in. I don't know. Maybe they did pitch in, and she's mad. Like, I just had all these stories in my head, and I just keep telling myself, like, calm down. And I just couldn't. Literally, like, every 3 weeks or so, I was thinking about this girl. It's like, so, it's really bad. I think, let me write that down. That's something else for my New Year's. That's a New Year's resolution. I want to learn how to not have anxiety about relationships. And this year really showed me that I have that. I've had that my whole entire life. I've had that my whole entire life. But I thought I outgrew it, and I didn't. And I can see how I thought I outgrew it, because that feeling of, oh my gosh, what are they thinking about me? That feeling, I don't have that with my partner. And I don't have that with him because we're incredibly clingy. And I don't know. I've heard people say how, oh, they're too clingy. I don't like that. Every man I've ever dated liked that. They liked that I was always at their house. They liked that we spent time together. They liked that I want to know everything in their brain. They liked that I'm asking them all these questions, deeply probing into the center of their soul. They like that. My partner likes that. So there was no, oh my God, what are they thinking? Did they do something wrong? There was none of that, because he told me everything he's thinking. But when it comes to other relationships where you cannot do that, like you cannot just do that, I would feel like really nervous. I think also because also in 2022, I was auditioning for dance. So I was losing weight, I was working out, I was taking dance class, improving in my dance, and I made it to a team, and I did not fit in. I don't know, maybe there was somebody, they just didn't like me. Maybe, but what I learned was my ADHD symptoms were being used against me. Like when you concentrate on something for too long and just kind of zone out a little bit, like just kind of, like you give yourself a little mental break. They took that as, oh, she's not interested. She's not with us. I don't know what she's thinking about. That messed me up. Oh my God. That rejection sensitivity was really hard on me. It was really hard on me, and I couldn't go on any more auditions. That messed me up, and that really made me feel like, oh my God, I can't go out in public. I can't be around people. It really messed me up. But ever since I got this new job, I've been able to have more money. Having money, I can't remember if I mentioned this already, but did I already say the solution to ADHD is to have money? It is. Like, it is. So having money also allowed me to go out with friends more, to meet new friends. In the last few months, I have made, and it's very difficult, especially for someone like me, to make friends as an adult. In the last few months, I have made more friends than the total number of friends I made in like the last 4 years. Because I had money. You want to go out to a restaurant? Yeah, let's go, because I can afford to go out to a restaurant. You know, like, you want to go to this cool free thing, but it's 40 minutes away? Sure, because I can afford the gas to go, and I have the time to go because I'm working a job that doesn't overly stress me out and make me feel like I need to work late. Or even when I'm done working, still think about it. I have the mental headspace, right? Another thing, I'm so insecure about getting ready. What am I going to wear? My closet is still a mess. What am I going to wear? How am I going to do my hair? I have hair issues. I have alopecia. What am I going to do with my hair? Like, do I even feel like I look good? Do I smell good? That used to be a huge problem of mine. Like, yeah, I don't know. That's just how my body's set up. Like, it doesn't, I have to put a lot of effort in to smelling good. I am 100% for women not shaving, for women being as hairy as they want to be. Grow your armpit hair, especially armpit hair. I feel like leg hair, armpit hair, because look, we are mammals, and if 50% of the population can grow their natural hair and is considered normal, it needs to also be considered normal for the other 50% of the population that naturally grows hair too. Okay, I'm all for that. But I can't, for my hygiene, I can't. I don't know. I can't. For my for my hygiene, I near my armpits all the time because I'm just better able to maintain my hygiene. My partner doesn't touch his armpits, and he never smells bad. He never smells bad. Never. Okay, these people, I know in 2022, the trend was, how many days can you go without showering? Like, people bragging about, I can go 3 days without showering. People brag about that. I can't. You know, people saying, you know what, like, scientifically speaking, you don't need to shower every day. Good for you. I cannot get away with that. No, absolutely not. Anyway, why am I even on this tangent? My point is, I'm able to take that time, right? Oh, we're meeting at 6. I have the mental space to take that time to get ready. It takes me a while. It takes me a while to get ready. I have ADHD. As I'm doing my stuff, I'm distracted by something else. It takes me a while. So having a career that allows me the time freedom to take care of myself and think about my life. Right? Because a normal job, you wake up, whatever time you wake up, to get ready to go to the job. So you're thinking about the job where you're getting ready. You're driving to the job. You're at the job for 8 hours. You're driving home from the job. And then maybe you're still thinking about the job. So 8, 9, 10, 11, you're spending at least 11 hours thinking about that job. At least 11 hours a day thinking about that job. when I work remote, 3 of those hours are eliminated. The commute and getting ready is eliminated. And then since I'm at home, a lot more stuff is eliminated. I don't have to, I didn't bring my lunch, I have to go out to eat. I just go into the kitchen, prepare my food, get my water. If I need to take a mental break, I can zone out in my bed, take a nap, and come back and be productive. So when I'm done with work, I'm done with work. And I have enough money that I can go with my friends. Look at this. So there's this one person that I really was trying to be friends with this person. And at first I thought we had a great connection. And then I found out, actually, we didn't have that great of a connection. So I felt like, let me get to know this person more. Because, we still don't really know each other well. And this person, they want to go to this very cool restaurant. And before we went, I looked at the menu, I saw those prices. The old me cannot go. The old me would have to say, I'm so sorry, I cannot go. But I have enough, dude, I don't know how to describe the sense of security you feel when you have enough money to just live, to not feel like you're apologizing. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, just a year ago, if somebody invited me out and I mustered up enough courage, and that's another thing. I used to have to take CBD and ashwagandha in order to even leave the house. To even leave the house, I needed CBD and ashwagandha. Sometimes a little kava root, sometimes a little magic mushroom. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, you guys. I used to have to take the magic mushroom to leave my house. I remember partner had a family member got married this past year. I was out of it. I took my magic shroom, I took my CBD, I took my ashwagandha, and I also took kava root. I took a whole concoction. I took kava root as well, just to attend the wedding. I don't have to do that anymore. Oh my God. I don't have to do that anymore. Wow. I don't have to do that anymore. I still like to do it. I'm not saying it doesn't help, but like the past few months, I would keep saying, I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta remember to take my CBD. I gotta remember to take my shroom. And then I would forget because I still have ADHD. So I would forget. And I wouldn't even remember until after I came home, like, oh wow, I forgot to take this. Wow. You guys, so much change in a year. So much change in a year. Wow. Dude, the security of being able to drive somewhere and not wonder if you'll make it home. I used to do that all the time. I used to be like, oh, I can't push this off anymore. I have to see this person. I'm praying I have enough gas for there and back. And then I just won't drive anywhere for the next few days. That's what I used to have to do. Wow. Complete change. So I attribute all this great stuff to plant medicine and money. The ket therapy, the talk therapy, the mushroom, the ashwagandha, the CBD, and money. Those two things. And being a more mature adult, as in, I know myself more. I trust my intuition more. Yeah. I'm so proud of myself this year. Oh, I'm really proud of me. Because all the things that I mentioned, all of those things, all of them, including being able to be social without hyperventilating. All of those things were things I just didn't know if I would ever be able to do. So, that was so cool. That is so amazing. Holy hell. Amazing. I am, I think these last few years, I keep being really proud of myself at the end of the year. The year of 2020. I astounded myself. In 2021, I thought I'm just going to be lame because I can't set goals. I'm literally triggered by a to-do list. My whole life was just about my mental health. And that took me to 2022. I'm so proud of myself for using that year, that 2020, I gave it my all in my career. I surpassed my goals. But it was in a high control group. Because I passed all my goals, I was able to see the truth, because now I'm just in this higher position. I was able to see the truth undeniably. That's a process. And then 2021, I realized it messed me up and I need help. And I can't focus on anything other than getting the help I need. And because I got the help I needed in 2022, we were able to completely transform our life. And now it's 2023. So what are we going to do in 2023? I just feel like this is going to be the best year ever. Like, God willing. You never know. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with this hair. I don't like the shape of it. And I use too much gel. But anyway, God willing, this is the best year ever, forgoing any disasters or emergencies and unforeseen events. I feel like this can be the best year ever because this is driving me insane. Because I see how much can change in a year. I see how another lesson I've learned about myself is I don't need to be super gung-ho. I used to be so aggressive with myself, and I don't need to be. I need to give myself time and just accept that I have time. And when I give myself adequate time, I wow myself. So, okay. So here, oh my gosh, I really hate this. I really hate this hair right now. I don't like it. So here are my goals for 2023. So I really, really want to do more events, like just live life more. One of my friends, I'm low-key, like yes man, like that, the Jim Carrey movie, The Yes Man. I want to go more places. I want to do more things. A friend invited me to Guatemala. I want to go. I said yes. A friend invited me to go see, it's this Chinese ballet thing. Oh yes, I'm going to go. I just want to have more. I just want to do stuff. I want to live. I want to feel like I'm living. I want to live. So that's a goal of mine. And what I would like to do is I want to start having a photo album. I'm now in a phase of life where I want to remember everything. I used to want to forget everything, and now I want to remember everything. And I want to have a photo album of every year, just cool stuff we did and who I was with, who was in my life. I want to have a cork board where, you take pictures and then I can just send it to a service that prints out pictures from my cell phone, and then just put, cool stuff and events that we did, and put it on the poster board. So it's always constantly a year in review. So I do believe in making money. So here's my philosophy on money. Because I used to say, I'm going to be a millionaire. I need to be a millionaire. I need to be a millionaire. I now have realized I don't need to be a millionaire. But in order to do like a lot of the things that I want to do, my goal is to make $10,000 a month. I've never made $10,000 a month. Never. I've never made 10 grand a month, but that's my goal. And I feel like what used to scare me was I used to just have that goal of, I want 10 grand a month. If I can make 10 grand a month, I think that will fund everything. And when I say fund everything, I mean wedding costs, travel, all that kind of stuff. And I used to think, that just means I have to work more. I have to work. I'm already overworking myself. But now I have a career where I'm not overworking myself. So I think I can do it. Currently, I am looking for a new job. I am. Because my contract with this current place is over. And look, they're not going to tell me to my face, we no longer have the budget. I have my ways of finding out. They don't have the budget. I need to find a new place. So I'm currently on the job hunt. And I have about I have a month. I probably have a month or two to get it, to do this. So that's my primary goal for this year. I want to do a vision board again. You guys, I have not done a vision board in years. I haven't done a vision board in 3 years. I'm going to do a vision board. Oh my God. So, so that's the first thing on the agenda is find a new job and also get freelance clients. So those two together can get me 10 grand a month. So that's the first goal. So I'm traveling to Spanish-speaking countries. Well, my goal is to travel to Spanish-speaking countries this year. We plan to go to Guatemala. We plan to go to Mexico. We might go to Mexico twice. And a hobby I used to have is just trying to get good at Spanish. Like, that was just always one of my bucket list things, to be fluent in Spanish. Hablar en español con la fluencia de un native. That's always been a goal of mine. And I think it would be fun to do that again, especially now that there's so much technology. There's this app, I forgot the name of it, but there's this app where it lets you watch Netflix and you put on a Spanish show. So I'm going to be watching Spanish shows. And it will show the Spanish subtitles with the English subtitles. And that's a game changer, because I do learn a lot when I watch movies in Spanish. It increases my confidence. It makes me feel like I'm hearing what they say. I am catching the words that they're saying, because different accents are crazy. Like, bruh, have you some of these accents are crazy. Just like in English, some English accents are crazy. So it gives me so much confidence that, whether it's a movie from Mexico, from Puerto Rico, from Spain, from Colombia, the different accents, I am hearing the words. It gives me confidence, and I am, it's just so helpful. So this app on Netflix that has the English and the Spanish subtitles, this is so good. So anyway, I'm babbling. I'm going to do that for 20 minutes a day. That's my goal. I think if I do that for 20 minutes a day, I guess I need to practice speaking. Necesito practicar hablando. So I gotta figure that out. But yeah, between the Netflix and finding a chat buddy, I think my Spanish can get really good. Okay, so when another thing I need to do is my money. So now I actually make enough money. I don't listen to a lot of financial advice, because a lot of people who are giving financial advice are grifters. But one of my pet peeves of the financial advice space is budget, which, yeah, budget. But a lot of people don't have enough money to budget. So there's nothing to budget. Now I'm in a position where I have enough money to budget. I'm not used to budgeting. What I'm used to is a bill is due. I figure out how to hustle my way to pay the bill. And now life is the opposite. So I need to budget my money. And I want to put priority on, I want to put priority on like, I don't want to call it health, because it's not actually health. Like, look, what is it? Like, my physique. I want to put some priority on my physique. The reason why I'm not calling it health and I'm not calling it wellness is because I think that's BS. Like, half the time people are saying they're on a wellness journey or they're on a health journey, they really just mean they want to be skinny. That's what they actually mean. I think that's BS. Like, if you just found out that you had cancer and you're now in remission, you can say you're on a health journey. You are on a health journey. Your journey is about health. Maybe you are morbidly obese. Okay, I think that can be considered a health journey. Or you have an ED that, and you're trying to fix your ED, that's a health journey, whatever. If you have IBS, some people have IBS, that's a health journey. But when I know what you actually mean is you want to look like a supermodel or whatever, I don't like calling it health journey. So I'm not calling mine a health journey, because I am a healthy person already. I just want to get toned enough for dance audition season. So I really struggle with food. What I struggle with about food is making sure I have the right foods prepared and available. I don't eat with regularity. I just eat whatever I have. If I have a muffin, if that's what's in that house, that's what I eat. If there's apples, that's what I eat. I just eat what's there. And if there's nothing there, then I order out. And God knows, what they're putting in the food that they order out. Like, there's some restaurants. There's this sushi restaurant near me that I will never eat. I will never eat sushi there. I saw them pull out a block of frozen fish for the sushi. Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. I will never eat sushi there. And like the oil that they use is like reused oil for the, no. So I want to care about what I eat, and I do find cooking to be cathartic. I do actually like cooking. I like cooking. So I would like to get HelloFresh, and there's a microwave meal service called Factor. I'm very picky about microwave foods, and Factor actually is really good. Before Factor, I was using one called Fresh and Lean, which it tastes fantastic, but the appearance of the vegetables are very wilted and it's kind of mushy. I don't like that, but I like Factor. So I would like to sign up for memberships for those. And I do Orange Theory Fitness. I go once or twice a week. I would like to do Pilates, and I would like to do one-on-one sessions, which are expensive, but I really want to do one-on-one Pilates sessions. So I think these things combined, you know, just eating on a regular basis, eating like well-prepared meals on a regular basis, and just putting in my schedule my workouts, and seeing I had a personal trainer once. I'm just not into it. I'm just not into gym weightlifting. I'm not into it. I believe in having one-on-one. I believe in that personal training aspect, and I want that personal trainer to do Pilates with me. I feel like Pilates, why Pilates? Well, you know, it has a reputation of elongating, making you look lean. But what attracted me to the private sessions is the flexibility, the strength and flexibility that you can gain. And I've just seen some in the dancers that I've met who obsess about Pilates. I see why they're as good and as flexible as they are. And I want that too. So that's on the goals. That's on the goals. I really like the Pilates. My sleep and water. That's actually a health journey, actually. So I have horrible sleep. It's hard for me to fall asleep. I stay up late. If I stay up late, I wake up too early. I have sleep issues. I have chronic neck pain because I can never get comfortable in my bed. And I don't know why. It started in 2022. I was relatively normal with my sleep, and we were living in such a small space. I wanted to have a smaller mattress, and the mattress we were provided was a queen, so I switched it out. I wanted to switch it out for a full-size mattress. And while we were waiting for the new mattress to come in, we slept on a inflatable mattress. Ever since then, I have not been able to have peace with sleep. I've spent so much money on massages and chiropractors, and I will eventually do a sleep study. So we gotta do a sleep study. And in addition to a sleep study, I need to do a colonoscopy. I have a family history, and it's about that age. It's about that time. And I want to drink more water. Everybody wants to drink more water. Okay, so we already talked about I need to plan my money. I need to actually budget my money better. And another reason I need to budget my money is my investment. I need to get my investments in order. My life insurance, my HSA, my IRA, I need to get all of that in order. It's a hot mess. So we're going to work on that. You know what's interesting? Some of these goals are goals I've had in the past, and I couldn't get to it. I just couldn't get to it. I want to create a second brain in Notion. If you've never heard of the Notion app, it's this note-taking app that is kind of amazing. And I have a lot of my You know what? Let me not give too much information on the interweb. Let's just say I want to use that to create a second brain, which basically means you put all your stuff in there. Like for example, if you go get your car fixed and they want to know like how long is your car's warranty, nobody knows off the top of their head, but I want to have that information just all put in my second brain. It's like all the stuff I need to know in one place. Yeah. I want to make more content. I'm still looking for an editor. Somebody actually reached out to me on Instagram. So, you know, we might work together, but I'm looking for an editor and someone to make thumbnails for me. This is a small channel, I know, but making these YouTube videos is a hobby of mine. I believe in investing in your hobbies. I am against this idea that the only things worth spending money on are things that make you money. I'm against that. I believe spending money on things that make you happy is worth it too. So I want to make more content. I want to dress better. I just want to dress better. I want to look, I just want to, you know, like, love my outfits. So that's cool. Oh, I want to have a super organized home. So that's a more urgent one. I want everything to be organized. So there's this channel, it's called How to ADHD, and she recommended this designer / organizer who is ADHD friendly. And we actually reached out to her, and she's going to give us some worksheets so that we can figure out, make literally a plan of how to organize our home, like a plan, like a blueprint. I want literally every aspect of our home organized, the laundry, this room, the bedroom, the kitchen, even my car. Have the plan, and I'm just gonna, hire somebody to enact the plan. Hire somebody to put the stuff where they go, organize it, put the labels, all that stuff. So that's a really important goal. In addition to furnishing the home, do you see why this is why I want to make 10 grand a month. I want to actually furnish the home, turn this home into our space, because we're probably going to be here for a while. Okay. Do more self-care. Self-care, or I don't know what to call it. Like, I don't know, the kind of stuff that you would expect Gwyneth Paltrow to be doing. Going to the saunas, you know, getting massages, getting facials. I cannot wait to start doing facials. I can't wait. I currently don't do facials. I want to start doing facials. Oh yeah. I want that vampire facial. I want my skin to be glowing. So I don't, it's kind of, I feel kind of like how I feel about when people call wanting to be skinny a health journey. That's kind of how I feel about calling like expensive procedures self-care, like going to do your facial is self-care. I get why it's self-care. It's like you're maintaining your body, you're maintaining your skin, you're maintaining your looks. When you get your nails done, you're maintaining your outward appearance, and that makes you feel good about yourself. So I get why it's called self-care, but I want to do that this year. So those are kind of my goals. Obviously I want to audition for dance again. And I really love dance. I really do. Every time I work out, right? And, you know, the gym has some music playing. And I just want to break into dance, or I'm just wishing like, oh my God, I wish I was doing choreography to this right now. I love dancing and I love performing, and I don't think I'm ever going to get over it. I don't know if I'll ever get over it. I think I just need to actually experience it, like in a healthy environment. So another thing I've learned is I'm not going to stay where I'm not wanted. I'm not going to stay where I don't feel welcomed, right? And if I feel something is toxic, you know, maybe I'm the only one who thinks it's toxic. So it's not the environment for me. That's why I left the sales job that I had in 2022, not the cult, but the sales job I got that allowed me to work from home. I quit because, you know, working for the big corporation was a nightmare for me. And, you know, one of my good friends who's working there, she knows how to manage. She knows how to manage. And she tried to help me. She really tried to help me. She really tried. But I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Because we would talk every day. Because I'm like, okay, what did you do today? Taking notes. And every day she's like, oh, well, yeah, I talked to so-and-so today, and then I talked to so-and-so, and then I posted on LinkedIn, and I was like, girl, I can't do it. She's like, no, you'll be able to do it. Just take it little by little. You don't have to be at my level of navigation. Just start a little bit at a time, and then that'll become second nature, and then I'll help you add on. And I was like, I know. She was like, you've been doing it. Do you remember when you first started? And I was like, I know, but I am crying every day. And I don't think I can handle that. I can't handle crying every day. I can't do it. What even made me start talking about this? Oh, okay. So my point is, you know, even that the dance team I was on, and I felt like you just purposely try to slander my name so I can be bumped down from the team. I've just learned that in addition to making new friends, I've learned that I don't have to stay where I'm not wanted. I don't have to remain where I'm not welcomed. I don't have to. I just need to have fun. I need to have confidence in myself and feel like I am being myself and have fun, and the rest will come, and the rest will work out. Because before this past year, I was trying to make friends, and I was trying to make friends in spaces where I wasn't welcome. So yeah, it was hard. But now I'm in spaces where I'm welcome. I can feel where I'm welcomed. I can feel it. I can feel I'm welcomed here. And when I feel like I'm not welcome there, I'm able to accept this is not my place. Whatever happens for the time that I'm here, this place is not for me. Don't care. That has been such a powerful mindset shift. I need to write all this down because I might remake this video like again, but like after I hire my editor and thumbnail artist, and like have it like bullet pointed, because these are some great realizations. Like this past year has been great. It has been a lot of growth for me. But yeah, I want to dance. I want to have fun. I want to improve on my skill. And the more confidence I have in myself, the more fun it is. So yeah, I have to dance. And we'll start a little bit at a time. There's this very fun dance class that I love going to, because I'm part of this group of professional dancers. And like there's this class that all the professional dancers in town go to every week. I stopped going because it was making me feel bad about myself. I was not feeling confident. This belly, girls, for me to be audition ready again, I need this stomach when wearing tight clothes to not have to overspill, right? And dancing in the class where it's difficult for me to keep up. I have so many questions. I don't know what's normal. And everyone around me is literally a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. I felt like a piece of crap. Okay, I felt like a piece of crap. There's no more feeling like crap anymore. There's no more. So I stopped going to that class. But I'm still in the group. So I still see them posting their dances. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could be there. And I used to try to force myself to go back. But there's this other class that's at the same time as the professional class. Everyone's an amateur. All shapes and sizes. And I love it. It is so much fun. And the teacher used to be a professional. She used to be just like the professionals I was dancing with. So she's giving the same, she's not giving as in-depth of a critique, but she's giving, the same overall tips. And I just need to take her class again. I just need to have fun. Again. Okay. I'm babbling. So we have to dance. We have to dance. Even if I'm not, I still have a tendency to do this all or nothing, right? Either I am doing a technique class and a professional class and this and that and gymnastics. I need to do it all, or I don't do any of it at all. And that kind of thinking is not good. Just take the dance class. Let's see, any other goals? Oh, travel. We will be traveling. Yeah, I want to be traveling a lot. And I want to start having this lifestyle of, I work remote. I don't know how many days I can get off, but I want to travel and then do my job from the new destination. You know what I mean? Like literally spend a month on vacation because I can do my job from anywhere in the world. You know what I mean? That would be amazing. I would like a little taste of that. Because who knows? So, okay. I feel like those are my main goals for this year. And a lot of these are goals that I've really, really wanted for a long time, right? Like I started out wanting to make $1 million and have my own personal brand and just make it big. And then I kept sacrificing my own enjoyment and fun to try to achieve something that was so hard for me. And now I just want to actually just enjoy my life. I want to actually enjoy my life and do the things I've always wanted to do. I just didn't have the confidence, didn't have the money, didn't have the mental capacity. And I feel like I could actually, this is the first time in my life that I have my goal list and I genuinely believe I can achieve all of these things. And I need to get the splits too. We're going to get the splits. And it's weird to think, what will I be like when I have achieved everything I've ever personally wanted to achieve for my lifestyle. What then? What then? I imagine that I would start actually trying to, like, I don't know, maybe give advice or something. I don't know, or do, I don't know what I would do. I don't know. But I'm just really excited. This is so cool. I'm so proud of myself. I hope you feel the same way about yourself and your year and your new year, because it's pivotal. It's really cool. New planner. I love planners. Okay. I love planners. So it's time for a new planner. Oh my God. It's time for this new planner. Wait, okay. This is the second half of the year. What's the first half? I lost my new planner already. Wow, that's lovely. Okay. Oh, there it is. I just don't have my glasses on. Okay, so this is Erin Condren Daily Life Planner. So I have tried so many planners. The amount of money I have wasted on planners, y'all, it's really bad. And I've come to the conclusion that I need something that's sturdy. I wish it wasn't, it doesn't need to be this big. I would prefer Hobonichi Cousin A5 size. This is what I was using last year. But I don't know, we're gonna test it out. I need sturdy cover with spiral. That's why I'm not using Hobonichi again, because it's not spiral, it's like a book. I need spiral because sometimes I want it closed and sometimes I need it open on exactly the day that it is. I need it to be left open without being laid out. I need spiral. I don't do well with those, what are those rings? I don't do well with those rings. Like the TUL rings or the Happy Planner rings. Because if it wiggles too much. I need it sturdy. I need it to open and close very easily. I had, the name of the planner is called, I think it's called Moxie. It's German, I believe. And it was perfect, except the thing, you had to do like that to open it. Can't do that. I need daily pages. I don't write in it every day. I don't. I have a Google Calendar, I know. I still need daily pages, and I need, what is this? Wait a minute. This is interesting. Why did it do this? Oh, interesting. Okay. I thought that they would all be like this, where it's a daily page and then a blank page. But no. I don't know why I had that blank page there. That was getting my hope. That was making me so excited. Ideally, I would have a blank page there. Ideally. Like my ideal book would have, I don't know, we'll see how we do with this one. It has daily pages and it has monthly pages. I feel insecure that there are no, that there's no weekly pages. I feel insecure, but we'll see how we do with just monthly and daily. So yeah, I need a planner. I've tried digital. I've tried using Notion as my daily planner. I've tried it all. And I always come back to paper. So we'll see how we do. I'm going to fill this out, actually. I'm going to fill this out. I'm going to kind of make a Notion page and write out all these goals for the year. And then break it down into months. And then hopefully, ideally, I will share that with you and actually like start actually sharing like these things that I'm trying to do, the organization, the planner. These are all things I desperately wanted to do. These are all because I have ADHD, and it helps me to live more freely as an ADHD person when I don't have stuff in the back of my head, in the back of my mind that I'm nervous about and is unplanned. I think we can actually do this. I think we can actually be happy, healthy, fun, loving, successful adults, even with ADHD. And this thanks to money and being able to relax and put ourselves together and get help that we need. Okay. Thank you for hanging out with me for like an hour and a half. And I'll catch you when I catch you. We'll figure out something for this YouTube after I make my budget. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope this helped jog your mind for what you want for next year. We'll talk later, okay?